Hey, Cancer. It is Aries season, and Aries season clearly has something to say to you. All right. Couple things here. Here you have Pisces season probably brought a lot more to the surface than you thought. The positive thing is that the balance is happening this season. Libra being another cardinal sign, just like Aries, just like you, a sign that wants to direct, a sign that wants to have control of something. It's really important that right now, letting yourself understand and maybe let go of whatever it is that you have been stubborn about in your mind, or whatever's been coming up in your mind over and over again. The important thing here is that there's somewhat of a gold nugget in there. Pisces season's a great time to let go of this. Pisces season is a great time to have an understanding of what big cycles you've been going through, especially for the past year, but also the past 10 years, having the 10 of Pentacles show up, but also because of this 10-year cycle with Uranus and these eclipses happening. And here we are in Aries season that wants you to allow yourself to really let yourself start new and start fresh. And it's possible that by the Libra full moon this month, which will be on the 16th, it might be by then that you maybe take the time before it, and then by then you wash things away. This could be a balancing of karma as well. There's a building in your life happening, and even though you are letting go or taking a deeper look at what keeps you from moving forward, or what keeps you from changing paths or trying something that's uncomfortable, it could be this time to do that, because what you're able to build and what you're able to put together at this time can be something more than this iffy type deal with the Page of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here, saying that wherever you feel like you're maybe not, whatever situation you don't feel as though you're being given what you're worth and deserve, that's important to be stubborn about. Not to disregard all the things that have happened, or the grievances that you feel, or the ways that you get stuck in your head, or the ways that you get stuck inside of yourself and almost come to this paralyzed position. It's really important that you not see it, maybe take a different perspective and see it as something that's actually really balancing out for you, something that's being brought to justice. By you allowing yourself to go through the motions, you realize that this Page of Cup energy is not what you're willing to settle for anymore. This could be a person in your life who you thought you were going to build a life with, and you realize maybe they're just not the person that you want to do that with. Or it could be a business deal as well. So either one, those are very interchangeable right now. The Queen of Pentacles is showing you that you have the capability to give more. The Six of Pentacles is maybe giving more in your free time, or giving more of what you're skilled at, because there's a part of you that feels maybe unfulfilled, that you maybe need to give a little bit more of where you're skilled, or start a side thing that makes your passions come out, especially if you're not able to make money, or not deciding to make money with your passion, but a newfound way of understanding how to let that out. And I think allowing that to be let out in your life allows a lot to clear up, because you realize that, yeah, it could be like the money is great, or whatever you receive, whatever exchanges you get from it is amazing, especially the exchange of your energy and how you feel. And some of you may be moving on, I don't feel like for most of you this is going to be more of an internal mental structure. This is going to be, okay, Pisces season brought up these things and now Aries season wants you to move on them, take course. But maybe not for, a couple days into Aries season. There's a greater chance that you will begin to really see where maybe you've even been giving yourself the short stick. And it's important that you see it without judgment, because as much as you want to, as much as you can and can become very, just like any of the cardinal signs, you can become very judgmental, especially if a Libra is unbalanced, like Libra energy unbalanced can be very judgmental. Not to judge yourself through this course, because if the Ten of Pentacles is what you're wanting, then you have to allow other things to fall apart. And when you let yourself do that, it may, again, in the moment, it feels so treacherous, but here it is, here's your energy coming back, here you are able to then proceed with your passion, where you're able to maybe something unlocks wherever you've been stuck, and now moving forward, it can help you attain whatever is really possible in your life and whatever you're wanting in your life. It's very clear that you just have to remain very centered. And it's crazy, but these emotions help you, the emotions and feeling your emotions really help you find that, along with the mental structure. There's something that you're able to see more clearly. There's something that you're able to let go of more clearly. There's something that you're able to really define this month. It's not so external right away. It's not so, the cardinal signs it's not so fast right away. Towards the end of the month, it gets faster because then you're able to move on from these situations. But these situations are out of your control to a certain extent. So do what you can control. That's it. And then, I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but then by the end of the month, you become very clear, extremely clear about who you are and what you want, and you're able to cut things out more easily. And by practicing this month and doing the things necessary with the mental, using it externally is very helpful, because then you find no hesitancy and you understand that that's where the work is to be done. That's where you can then be rest assured that you can let go from here, because here you are showing up in the Chariot and you're just wanting to keep going. There's something very strong and significant about this month. And last month we talked about that passion and it's more of a freeing month, but by the end of the month this heaviness maybe came over you. And it's really important that you continue to ride through all of this, especially by the end of the month when you get everything together and you're able to take who it is that you are, see who it is that you are, and make those steps that turn into strides, that turn into the Ace of Swords, really cutting out anything that makes you feel lethargic in this work, that makes you feel like weighed down. You're now not wanting to be weighed down but grounded, and this month is going to help you burn away any of that, but using also swords here, not so much, but then you have that burning down. That burning down is that burning down of, again, anything that you found that you've been deciding that is not really worth your time anymore, the people that aren't worth your time anymore. And I know that it's so hard for you to let go and let relationships kind of fade away, but it's just really important that you do that before your season rolls around, because there's so much opportunity and there's so much lightness in this year for you if you allow it. There still is going to be strength needed to be had and courage needed to be had, but there's parts of you, again, this star is also showing that you haven't been able to see. So you move on from this thing, and this could be also that you, something legally finally resolves itself and you get what you want, but that's not without change. That's not without what needs to be broken down. And Aries season just wants to help you do that, so that burn all of that away. And it could be extremely spiritual month for you to allow all of that burn away, so that all of that energy then you're able to use and what's really authentic to you, what's really who you really are. And you find this who you really are this month, and you're able to then understand why you didn't understand, why you've been working so hard to keep yourself down. Because even as a water sign, being the crab, it's hard to always let yourself out and let yourself be free. But this month wants you to be free of everything that was and everything that no longer serves where the next part of your life is going. And there's a lot of ease and a lot of flight wanting to take place. So here you are in this month doing what needs to be done, and it's a beautiful time for you. By the end of the month, there's this lightness and there's this deep understanding. For you understand people, right? To an extent, you really understand people, but now you get this even greater understanding of people because you're understanding something really deep about yourself. And this month, we're not always used to that, but it's a very spiritual month for you, Cancer, and I hope that you honor yourself through this month. We'll take a look at the cards in the second part, which is in a Patreon link below, as is information to work with me one-on-one. This is a very beautiful and spiritual reading where things get burnt down and brought back up for you. It's not so much like a grandiose rebirth, but for you, it is. For you, that's all that matters. Okay, Cancer? And we'll see you next month.